Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So this is my first video, and in this video we'll be talking about the Arduino Uno R3 board made in Italy, the original ones, and we'll be comparing it to the board that I bought online. So we'll be talking about the differences between the two boards, and if you want to know, continue watching and let's start the video. So hi again everyone. So before we talk about the comparison between the two boards of the Arduino Uno, which is the original ones and the ones that I purchased, let's have first a short overview. So what is an Arduino? Arduino is a microcontroller-based open-source electronic prototyping board which can be programmed with an easy-to-use Arduino IDE. And it comes in different types, which is the Mega, the Arduino Leonardo, the Esplora, the Semila, Micro, and Nano. But we're going to talk about the Arduino Uno, which is the most frequently used board and is the standard form apart from all the existing Arduino boards that we've mentioned. And this board is very useful for beginners as well. So we'll be comparing the Arduino Uno R3 original board from the ones that we bought online. So the first component I'll be comparing to is the microcontroller. So as you can see, the microcontroller of the original Arduino is Atmega 328P, while the microcontroller of the ones that we purchased online is Atmega 328 only, which means that the microcontroller of the ones that we purchased online is only the clone of the original ones. Next component is the USB controller. So the USB controller of the original one is the FTDI, while the ones that we bought online is CH340. Actually, the ones that we purchased online is a Chinese Uno R3 board, and they only differ in USB controller, which is the CH340 is way more cheaper than the FTDI rather, USB to serial driver chip. That's why it became more affordable but still 100% Arduino Uno R3 compatible. Next component is the number of terminals or pin configuration. The ones that we highlighted are the digital pins and the analog pins. So there are 14 digital input-output pins, and 6 of which is the PWM digital input-output pins, and also 6 analog input pins. So we'll be talking about the other components. The other component is the crystal oscillator. So a crystal oscillator is it is actually a quartz crystal oscillator that ticks 16 million times a second. On each tick, the microcontroller performs one operation, for example, the addition and the subtraction. Next is the other specifications. So as you can see on the table flashed on the screen, there are no notable difference between the flash memory, SRAM, EEPROM, and the clock speed between the original Arduino Uno R3 and the ones that is purchased online. Lastly, we'll be talking about the PCB design and quality. So in this section, we'll thoroughly discuss the physical attributes of each Arduino boards. Take note, PCB or the printed circuit board is the one that holds all the components of an Arduino board. So specifically, the Arduino board that we've purchased online uses rigid PCB type that is commonly used since it's relatively cheap but of good quality. So as you can see, there are differences you can already notice differences between the PCB of the original board and the ones that we purchased online. First is the logo of the Arduino. This one on this side, you will never see that sign over here in the ones that we purchased online. Also, the location of the microcontroller. Here, over just at the top of the power and analog in pin configuration or terminals, but here you can see it in the center and way more smaller compared to the microcontroller. And also the location of the crystal oscillator and the location of the USB controller. This one and the sizes as well. And you can see the designs on the PCB is on the original board is way more defined when you compare it to the ones that we've purchased online. So the design as well is different. As you can see, the ones in the original board is more complicated, the design, omitting all of those components, this like the microcontrollers, the analog pins. Just notice the design, it's way different when compared to the original ones.
Then, when it comes to the soldering qualities, both boards are highly commendable and functional according to its users. Overall, they may differ mainly when it comes to the price, yet it doesn't differ much when it comes to compatibility, performance, and functions.
So guys, that's the end of our video, and if you have recommendations and facts about the Arduino Uno R3 board, please feel free to comment down below. Thank you!